Thank you, President Moorhead. Thank you, Provost Hu, and all of the faculty that made this commencement possible. I also want to thank the rain for letting up a bit so that we could have this graduation. A few other very special thank yous that I'd like to give out. Firstly, to Dr. Ilyev, Dr. Barnes, Dr. Robnia, Dr. Carmichael, Dr. Gallagher, and Dr. Ehlers. When I first came to UGA, I knew that I'd be learning from some of the best professors in the world. What I didn't realize is that I'd be learning a lot more than just computer science and international affairs. I'd be learning about who I am, who I want to be, and the things that I want to do with my life. And all of you have helped me figure that out. Thank you so, so much. All of you are the reason that I am proudest to call myself a Georgia Bulldog. The next people I'd like to thank are Caroline and all of the friends that, if I tried to name individually, would probably take us through tomorrow morning. Thank you for not letting me get scurvy. I know it was close a couple times there, but I really appreciate it. Thank you for always sticking with me when I was winning and supporting me when I wasn't. Finally, and most importantly, I'd like to thank my family. Mom, Dad, thank you for all of the sacrifices that you made so that today I can call myself a graduate of the University of Georgia. And to Siddhi, I guess you're an okay little sister. Thank you for being my best friend since you joined me at UGA 2 years ago and for all of the years before that. So, I remember the very first all-nighter that I ever pulled at UGA. It was spent recreating the game Minesweeper from scratch using code. I see we have some CS folks in the audience. Yeah, so for all of my computer science friends, you certainly remember this project from CS 1302 as a rite of passage for all computer science majors. And for all of my non-computer science friends, you can think about Minesweeper a little bit like a puzzle game or a logic game, where you're given a board covered in tiles. Under each tile is either a mine or a clue about where a mine is. To win the game, you have to uncover all of the tiles without mines, while, of course, avoiding all the mines. The game it's frustrating and fun. It is interesting, it's infuriating, and in more ways than you might expect, it's just like college. See, the game starts out with a risk. When you uncover your first tile, you have no way of knowing whether there's a mine or a clue underneath. The only way to start is to dive headfirst into the game and hope for the best. And 4 years ago, that's exactly what every single one of us did. We took a chance on UGA, on our majors, on our freshman year roommates, and most importantly, on ourselves. Now, for some of us, under that first tile, we found a group of lifelong friends and a field of study that we absolutely loved. For others, we found that maybe we're destined for a different path than the one we originally thought. Under my first tile, I found a community within the Franklin Residential College, some of my best friends, Austin and Caroline, and the realization that maybe law school wasn't the path for me. Regardless of what you found under your first tile, though, it marks the beginning of an amazing journey into the unknown that we all took together. Now, my favorite thing about Minesweeper is that once you've uncovered your first tile, you're hooked. You can't wait to see which path you're going to explore and what tiles you'll uncover next. And from studying abroad in Oxford and Verona to internships in New York and Silicon Valley, class of 2023, we've explored it all. There are few places on Earth that have remained untouched by the Bulldog Nation, and few tiles left covered by us and all of the dogs before us. And the truth is, most of the tiles that I've uncovered have led me to Snelling or Bolton the past 4 years, but I am so excited to see where we're all going to end up next. Now, in college, just like in Minesweeper, not all tiles are fruitful ones. Some of them come with unexpected challenges or obstacles. And for us, many of those challenges and obstacles were the same. We watched as our spring break turned into a year of online classes and having to stay 6 feet away from even our closest friends. We watched as the job market tightened right as soon as we were getting ready to graduate. But there's an important difference between Minesweeper and our story. See, in Minesweeper, when you uncover a mine, that's it. The game is over. But for us, uncovering a mine or an obstacle doesn't end the game. It makes us stronger, smarter, faster. It helps us realize our true potential, the amount that we can persevere, the amount that we can push forward. Class of 2023, no matter how many obstacles, no matter how many mines were thrown your way on your path to graduation, I am so, so proud of us for making it this far. Here, just moments before we uncover the very last tile in our undergraduate journey, I want to take a moment to look back at everything that we've accomplished for the last 4 years. Collectively, we've braved a pandemic. We've taken over 100,000 credit hours. And most importantly, we've won 2 back-to-back national championships. Class of 2023, we have seized every single opportunity that was thrown our way, and we have uncovered every single tile that there was left to uncover. Now, all of this begs a really important question. What happens when you win Minesweeper? When you forged a path through the once unknown tiles and carved out a victory for yourself? Well, you move on to a new, bigger, better board. And though the tiles in this new board may be unknown to you, as a graduate of the University of Georgia, you do now know how to play the game. And that makes all the difference. Because when you leave here from UGA, you take with you not only a degree, but a better understanding of yourself and the world that we all live in. You take with you the tools to uncover new challenges, overcome new obstacles, and fix up the world's mines. So UGA, we've got a big new board before us. In class of 2023, let's get uncovering. Thank you, go Dogs.